everybody. I'm Heather Trim with Zero Waste Washington, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Xenia Dolovova, and we're going to talk about a type of fix-it fair and beyond. So not just fix-it fairs. So if you can go to the next slide, Xenia. So Zero Waste Washington is a statewide organization in Washington State. We primarily work to get laws passed, but we also do research projects and pilot community projects. And this project we're talking today about is a pilot community-based project. We have 7 focus areas. I'm not going to go into all that just now, but you can see all the areas that we work in. Next slide. So I'm going to talk about the challenge, and Xenia is going to talk about the actual project we're doing. Next slide. The state of Washington does a terrific every 5-year report on what is the characterization of the material going to our landfill and incineration. I believe other states do this as well, but I do have to say the Washington one is an excellent report. Next slide. So the current one came out in August. It was for 2020. And you can see, of course, as in other states, organics is our largest load going to the landfill or incineration. We only have very little incineration in Washington. But you can see consumer products is a significant component, up to almost 400,000 tons per year. Next slide. So looking deeper in the report at just furniture, the furniture is overall about 69,000 tons. And you can see that the bulk of that is self-haul. So when people bring it to a transfer station, and it's getting a little cut off at the bottom, but the definition of furniture in this report is actually mixed material. And so things like wood furniture would in fact go just to the wood category. And so this is an underestimate of the furniture. Next slide. There we go. Okay, so I was at our transfer station last year, and these photos don't really capture it quite well, but if you look up close, you see a ton of furniture, like just a tray thing that might be missing one wheel, or just a wooden table that has a broken leg, things that really could have been repaired. Next slide. And as you all know, we have a huge issue with illegal dumping. And so you see this, especially like around colleges when they have their move out, and just in general, you see it because people are trying to avoid some of the cost of taking it to the landfill or to the transfer station, or et cetera. Next slide. Goodwill does not take broken or damaged furniture. This is an article that was in the Seattle Times last year, and it's a little cut off on my screen, but in the caption to this photo, it says, "Damaged furniture goes straight to the dumpster." So this is what our project is trying to tackle, is we're trying to tackle furniture that would have gone to the landfill, and that's what Xenia is going to talk about next.
So as Heather mentioned, the problem is that how we deal with furniture in Washington State and everywhere. So it goes to the landfill, it's being illegally dumped, or people sometimes do wish cycling and donate furniture items that are not really suitable for resale. Another issue that I wanted to bring up is that it's a worldwide crisis, Afghanistan crisis, and Washington welcomed thousands of refugees to date, and those folks, they do need furnishing for their housing. Also, needless to say that Washington State, as everywhere else, we have people who are living below poverty level, and they also need furnishing for their house. So to tackle those 2 problems, we were fortunate to get funding from the Department of Ecology, a 2-year grant to pilot the project, where we first will rescue furniture items that might be repaired from public and partners, and will repair it to the state of being lightly used, or we even strive to make it perfectly look like new, and we will donate it further to people in need. And of course, we cannot do it without partners. So first, we are partnering with the Furniture Bank. It's the organization that collects furniture from public, and even though they vet all the furniture that they accept, they still have about 20 pieces of furniture that they cannot direct further. And so we'll get this furniture repaired and donated back. And the Furniture Bank is working with the World Relief Seattle and the Surf Refugee families. Next, on the skill set building and development, we are partnering with the Clover Park Technical College. And it's a win-win partnership for both of us. They have an upholstery program where they have students learning the skill. So they're looking for some like quick in and out items to work on. So that's going to be like a perfect combination, a perfect partnership. We're also working and partnering with the Olympiad Woodworkers Guild. It's a network of woodworkers. They also have a workshop that will be able to look at those items that we have. And lastly, we are partnering with refugee resettlement agencies that work directly with those families. And so they have a list of items that are needed the most. And that's what we're going to focus on. So we'll make sure that everything that we look into repair is needed by those families. And those are the basic needs. And of course, we will be relying on public for collection of furniture items and for the skills, repair and cleaning skills, because many folks in the communities that are not a part of those partners or partner organizations are also willing and able to help. And so this is the example of us reaching out to the community. We piloted, basically tested what the furniture collection donation message would look like. And we sent it to Facebook to see who's going to apply with what information. Basically, we asked public who has a repairable item that they're willing to donate. And we got about over 100 requests within a week. And we quickly basically filtered it by the items that we need that's on our list, created the most logical route, and collected the items, furniture items. On the bottom, you see all those items being stacked in the truck. So when collecting furniture items, we also try to gather some data and to see what people would do with the furniture items if they would not participate in the program. And many of them, most of them would say that they would dump them. They would maybe try to recycle them, but mostly will just call for a special item pickup. Also, we asked them if those items were of sentimental value and others. So we're trying to get the data from those folks. And so those are two other examples of the furniture being donated last week. Also, what we learned that many of the items actually have been sitting in the garage waiting for the project to start. So the owners were planning to work on those items for quite a while, but never found time. And it's not one or two cases. We've seen many of those. So when we collect all the furniture items, first we'll triage it. We'll have harder cases being directed to the workshops, because they will require a bit longer. And the easier items that only need cleaning and small repairs will be directed to the repair event. So of course, all of you know what repair fair, fix-it fair is. So we've been running fix-it fairs for the last 5 years. So we are very familiar with the concept. So this will be a more of the workshop event. It will be open to public. The main focus will be to teach public repair and cleaning skills, and also we'll have a apprenticeship component to it. So we'll make sure that the skill is being passed on to younger generations. And the first event is scheduled for April 18th in Tacoma. It's going to be our first pilot event of this kind, and we hope to learn from it and make it better. In my last slide, I created a QR code for you to get in contact with the program. So we'll post all the updates on our furniture Facebook page. Also, you have Heather and myself's email addresses. Don't hesitate to reach out. And our website is westwashington.org. Thank you so much.
I just want to add one thing. So that furniture fair in April, that is a furniture fix-it fair, only furniture items, and only the items that are desired by the groups that are serving the recent immigrants.